Oh, it slid to the side again.
I know.
All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not the energy guy. That's him.
Yes, sir. And guess what? We are back with another episode of GNC Sports Talk, where we do a further culture.
By the culture.
Because you are the culture, you did.
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so.
Yes, sir.
We need to get some round of applause.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna keep doing it until you do it. Hey,
man. You gonna be doing it for all show?
Hey, no. Hey, give us a round of applause if you're at home. We appreciate you for tuning in again. Hey, man, I want to get to it.
All right, well, before we get to it, we got to welcome everybody in. There's a couple comments already in there, so thank y'all again for tuning in to GNC Sports Talk. If this is your first time, we want to make sure that we invite you into this lovely house of ours.
Yes, sir.
And make sure we extend the invitations like only we can, so you can come back next week. That's the Deacon's invitation. If you ain't never been to a black church, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They extend the invitation, you can come back. And most importantly, if you are a repeat offender, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all been rocking with us for a long time. A lot since day one.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a repeat offender, thank you for tuning back in and rocking with us once again, because football season is back.
It's back.
And if you can't feel the energy through these computer screens, hold on, because it's a coming.
Yes, sir.
It's a coming. All right. Really quick before we get into it, we got to get to the comments real quick. But before we get to the comments, right, before we get to the other tasks, we got to make sure you follow these here prompts. Do them in order if you can. And if you need a little help, we'll help you.
We'll help you out.
It's still a little between the subscribers.
Yeah,
I feel like it lasts.
By the way, I know you wore your Funky Knuckles shirt last week. I'm wearing mine. We shout out to the Funky Knuckles, the great jazz band ensemble. Too. I mean, we went to a couple of concerts. When they come back, we're going again. Enjoy ourselves. But hey, before we even get to that, how was the weekend? I hope everybody had. We didn't even start it off. I hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all watched some good football games, had a good time, drunk a little bit, had a good time. Did what y'all do, you know what I'm saying? How was your weekend, sir?
It was fine.
It was fine?
Okay. It was fine. Football all weekend, basically. Went to a brunch spot, went to a little, I guess you can call it a nightclub, whatever, but it was nice. And then
okay.
Wow, that was weird.
Well, what he had said is, we apologize for the inconvenience. Thank y'all for still tuning in. That's why we love y'all.
Wow. Yeah. So we did a few things. We chilled out, mostly got some rest, watched a bunch of football. You got college football providing a lot of entertainment for us. That's what we've been waiting for. NFL season will be starting this Thursday. First two games are gonna be Thursday and Friday, so can't wait for that.
Yeah.
How was your weekend? We'll get to these two things and we got to get to it, then we can go ahead and go.
All right. The weekend was good, filled with a whole bunch of excitement about the football season, college football. Well, for a lot of teams, week one starting off, it was electrifying. It was some surprises. It was some non-surprises, but overall, great weekend. Again, we went to brunch. We did the hookah. We did all of that good stuff. It was a good weekend, a good, restful, enjoyable weekend.
I'm giving away too much information, bro.
Oh, well.
If this is your first time, you'll see this prompt come up on the screen next where we are asking, what are you listening to? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we love music here. If you heard this spiel before, don't worry, we won't stay on it too long. But what are you listening to is our music segment that happens at the very end of the show. In the comments, please put an M next to the artist, the song, the album, the bop, whatever it may be. We want to make sure we highlight that at the end of the episode because we love music and we want to make sure we're sharing that experience with you guys. Without further ado, let me go ahead and make sure we get into it. We said college football happened. We said there's a lot of things that happened, but we want to make sure we shout out our audience. So, We got Said, aka CJ, in the building.
Yo.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, dear sister.
What up, Chelsea?
Dear Chelsea, how are you doing? From my cousin. What up, cousin? How you doing? How you doing? I gotta apologize for that inconvenience that happened to me.
Yeah.
It was out of nowhere. It was out of
It
nowhere.
happens.
That's why
like Direct TV.
What?
See what I did there? See what I did there? Things happen.
That's my money shot right there. Number one sports podcast in this century. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our mother, and what she says here on this here show goes. So in this century, that's big shoes to fill.
Yeah, man.
I don't even. It's a lot of greats. It's a lot of greats. Here we go. Good evening.
What up?
GR Houston Jack, accountability partner, 1/4 or 5th. I don't know what number we up to, but there's a lot of us in there. We getting it going. We got a lot of things going.
What up, G?
Courageous Wolf. He appears.
What's up, y'all? I just want to say that Little League player better than FSU.
Woo! Bold take.
What's up, Sade?
How you doing? How you doing? Nope, that was an accident.
Another accident? No,
I ain't doing nothing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, good. They already know what to do before I get in here. They were waiting before I did it.
Good.
All right. Happy Tuesday, running around. How you doing, Tanya? What up, Tanya?
What's up, Miss Tanya?
What up, Tanya? All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Y'all drop them comments, question, concern, whatever it may be, because we got a lot in there. If we forget anything, it wouldn't be bad if y'all reminded us.
Yeah, man.
So without further ado, college football has taken place. We had a lot of good things happen, a lot of big things happen, a lot of not so big things happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on this here slate of college football that took place this past weekend, it started off Thursday with Colorado versus North Dakota State University, a powerhouse within the FCS
yes, sir.
conference. I mean, they've been in the championship for a number of years, whether they won it or they just been in it. So they're a powerhouse all on their own. Colorado decided to schedule them as the first game. A quote from another coach involving playing anybody from one of them Dakotas, don't do it.
Don't do it.
In a thrilling game, Colorado did wind up winning, but I will say defense still looks the same, if not worse, than what it did last year. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders put on the show.
They put on the show.
And I hope I don't hear the words "Do you believe now?" because
that's
not what we're looking to hear from Colorado and Deion Sanders or Coach Prime. But I will say, heck of a win. Highlight plays by Travis Hunter mainly. Shedeur Sanders did his thing, but that wasn't the most impressive game of the weekend to me. The most impressive game of the weekend to me was Miami. Yeah. Miami Hurricanes versus Florida. I'm sorry, I'm about to say Florida State. That's later on this year.
It could have been like they played Florida State, how bad Florida State playing.
So Miami used to be a team in the 80s, 90s that was running rec shop, won a few national championships, was considered one of the premier programs, even going into the 2000s when they had to do the rebuild of the U, if you will. So they did their thing. Cam Ward, former Washington State quarterback, tremendous. I thought he was great last year, and I knew when they got him for Miami, I said he should be able to do good things and bring it back. But wow, against Florida, crazy, bananas, insane. Florida embarrassed the SEC this past weekend.
Yeah, man. And we're going back to the Colorado, North Dakota State game.
I apologize.
Yeah. Great game. The start of the season on the Thursday night. Good game. Defense was lackluster a little bit. North Dakota State pretty much had their way with them. I mean, Shedeur Sanders, he came up big. He played big. Travis Hunter, like stated earlier, was pretty good as well. But he ain't gonna be playing both sides of the ball in NFL. Just so he need to go and pick what he want to do. But all of that being said, they did win the game. But the thing I'm more confused about is they had big time to plug, right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I think it's big time to plug.
Yeah, all right, big time to plug. they had him in the locker room. They celebrating their first game against North Dakota State like they won a championship. I don't get it. Me personally, I don't get it. Y'all won one game. Y'all barely won that game. Thank God they are not ranked because they're going to have a tough schedule ahead of them. If they struggle against North Dakota State, then they have to play Arizona, which is ranked. They're going to have to play the Wisconsins and the Nebraskas, all of those teams in the Big 12, right?
Yeah.
It ain't going to be easy feat. And to say that they barely won this game is and they celebrating like it was a huge win. It was just one win against a FCS school. They're not even a Power 5 school. So if y'all struggling against them, y'all need to make some changes because it's going to be a long season.
Well, and let's just go to the comment real quick. Nebraska about to give Colorado their work. Yes, Nebraska is about to give Colorado their work. I want everybody to understand. I still got a love-hate relationship with their head coach because of what he did when he left Jackson State after he was called by the good Lord above. You see me look up, called by the to come and coach there, and then that's what called and coached him there to Colorado. So all I gotta say is I am with UCJ said, aka Big Bro. Nebraska gonna get their work. Week 2 is gonna be very fascinating. But we had a couple of things happen. Like we said, Miami, Florida gave them their work. Just ugly showing by Florida.
Yeah.
We had a lot of games happen, but some against smaller schools. So you expect the big schools to do something. But Georgia versus Clemson, number 1 versus number 25. What did you think with Clemson still being or supposed to be a powerhouse against Georgia? What did you think about that game?
Well, first and foremost, Clemson ain't been the same since Trevor Lawrence left for the league.
Ain't been the same since he stepped out the plane.
He stepped off the plane and got that contract. It was it was what you expect from a number 1 team in the country with Georgia. The running back, which we saw is from California, which is a freshman as well. That boy's gonna be nice. The future's looking bright for Georgia. Y'all keep giving him that NIL money. He gonna do some big things for y'all. He gonna do some big things for y'all, man. But it was a dominant win. It was as dominant as you can get. Nate Frazier is the running back from California, from Compton, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Compton, California. But he doing it, man. I like what they doing down there in Georgia. They may be on their way to another championship because, again, I don't see anybody. I don't see too many teams stopping them. Maybe Alabama can give them some problems. Maybe another team, maybe Texas may can give them some problems. But hey, it is what it is. But it was dominant on both sides of the ball. At first, it was a little bit. It was a defensive matchup at first, and when halftime came around. But after halftime, Georgia finally woke up and dominated like they were supposed to.
Yeah, and I just say this: Carson Beck for the Georgia Bulldogs. I think everybody need to get over anybody who says, "Oh, he's gonna be out here to prove." Homeboy just need to survive and don't go outside of himself. He did not look all that good, especially in the first half. The second half, to me, didn't really go that different. Notre Dame won over Texas A&M. Marcus Freeman, African American coach of Notre Dame. Secretly, we root for him, even though we don't like Notre Dame.
Right?
But we got to root for him. He is doing his thing there. That's a big win because Notre Dame doesn't seem to have very many of them throughout the years, even though they don't have that big of a schedule or a daunting schedule. So them winning against Texas A&M in convincing fashion, 23-13, it's kind of a snooze fest, but they got the win. That was pretty impressive.
It was impressive. Again, they are ranked number 5 in the nation. Texas A&M is not ranked at all. But
ACC versus
whatever, independent. But Notre Dame defense is the thing that stuck out to me, man. Their defense stuck out to me so much. Like Texas A&M couldn't get a pass, or if they did get a pass, it was like 5 and out, or duck and dive. That's what you call it.
Dink and dunk.
Dink and dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Dink and dunk. It was a whole bunch of dink and dunks going on. But hey, it was a good game to me. I was just shocked that Notre Dame only held Texas A&M 13 points.
Yeah, that was the shocking point. That was a shocking point. So we got to get to it. There were two disappointing things that happened Sunday and Monday, respectively. Sunday, LSU Tigers, they did not win against USC, but it wasn't because the loss that made this one hurt more than other season openers. It was the fact that penalties played a big factor in this. Three penalties that really defined LSU not winning that game. The first was unsportsmanlike conduct. Guy sit up there and held a shotgun basically to the guy's head when he scored, right? Which was crazy. Well, okay, it don't end there. Penalty number two, another unsportsmanlike conduct. LSU gets a turnover. My man sits up there and takes his helmet off, which is a no-no. That's another 15-yard penalty that wound up helping USC get down the field more. And then a targeting call that, although it didn't have impact because USC probably would have kicked a field goal to win the game at the end, the targeting penalty got them closer and also ejected the player, which could have potentially stopped the play because their secondary doesn't seem to be what it used to be as of right now as it speaks. We won't have overreactions, but that game to me came down to coaching.
All of that came down to coaching. And as we were watching that game, it was the whole fact is coaching. LSU never had a problem getting downfield. I ain't gonna say never had a problem, but they didn't have too many problems trying to get into the red zone. It's once they got into the red zone, they can convert.
And the red zone is anytime you at the 20
to the end zone. They got there the first drive and they didn't come up with any points. If they scored on that, then I think we go into overtime. Who knows what happens? Also, like you had stated, the penalties, whether it was some pass interference calls that I didn't like. It was some more penalties that with the new rule changes that me personally, I don't like as well. But again, the major ones, like Gary had pointed out, the unsportsmanlike conduct, when the dude scored, when the wide receiver scored, the other one is the guy taking off the helmet and also the safety helmet to helmet. To me personally, I think they would have, settled for the field goal, but hey, they scored on that. But I mean, it was a lot to look at, and hopefully they can get that together. But as far as Brian Kelly, right?
Brian Kelly,
you need to get it together, sir. Because
I said we
three home opener losses in a row, 5 in a row for
as a school.
As a school, man, it's not looking too good. Congratulations, you tied the most opening losses in LSU history, I think, since 90 and 95. So whatever you need to do to turn this around, because it's going to be bigger and better opponents than USC. Me personally, I think LSU is a better team than USC. I think they're a better team, but they lost. That day they were not a better team. That day they were not a better team. So hey, get together, Brian Kelly. That's all I can say. And I can say a whole lot too.
All I gotta say is I wasn't really happy about that hire for y'all because I didn't think that was the answer. I think anybody will come down there and do a job. That's who y'all stuck with. Cool, so be it. Now that y'all don't have the talent down there, it's a line from Remember the Titans. Attitude reflect leadership, right? A lot of things that took place on that field that were penalized for, they reflect the coach. The coach did a silly press conference after when he act like he was mad and he beat the desk and all that. Your team was doing silly things on the field. All I'm saying is things wind up happening. This is another slow start, even though it's one game, but in a very crucial year where a lot of things have changed, that one game can mean a lot. And shout out to USC defense. Their offense is always explosive, but their defense look hellified. And real quick, we ain't got to stay on this long. The laughing stock of the whole, Power 5 conferences right now has to be Florida State. They lost to Boston College last night. Bill O'Brien, former NFL coach, former college coach before that. Bill O'Brien, long story history, back in Boston, grew up outside of Boston. Bill O'Brien took Boston College into Florida State in a humid temperature. They did what they're supposed to do and look good doing it.
Look good.
Defense looked to be on point. Quarterback looked to be everything they needed and then some. He's very mobile, very accurate. They players look like they was willing to do it. They got it done in the trenches. Florida State, y'all lost a lot, golly, but that transfer portal did no justice look like it. And the fact that we just gonna say DJU because I ain't gonna screw up his name this week, and I don't think it deserves credit. DJU, the quarterback for Florida State, brother, you got to get it together. It is terrible.
He went from Clemson to Oregon State to Florida State.
Didn't look good at neither one of them. And he's not starting off looking good right now in Florida State. FAMU trash winning by 1 point against Big Worm. Big Worm for Norfolk State, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if you need to, said. I think that's from Norfolk State. Big Worm, Big Perm. I'm gonna have to have an image for y'all in a minute if I can. But he do look like Big Worm, Big Perm from Friday. But yeah, FAMU barely winning that game.
Yep.
Southern being up on McNeese State.
Right. That was a shocker.
Turning the game 5 minutes later to get back to it, all to find out they down 21-7.
Well, we look good.
Hey. We look decent. You know what I'm saying? We got what, 10? We scored 10?
We got 10 against
we got 10.
Lafayette. You look, I'll take any kind of a win that I can.
More victories.
More victories, man. Look, more victories.
Let's see. And honestly, I know we talk about Colorado. We started it off. We get ready to move off of college football in a minute, do a few things in the NFL, and then get ready to get to these segments.
Sure.
Some standouts that really deserve to be mentioned that they aren't talking about. And I know a lot of people talking about Colorado and Colorado only when it comes to certain things. Nice plot for y'all being on Thursday, by the way. Get it out the way first.
Yeah.
You can be the highlight, be the thing on everybody's brain. T. McMillan, I ain't about to butcher his first name. My man. Oh, unless you want to.
Tetoria.
That might be right.
I mean, it might be right. I mean, then again, I might be wrong.
Well, he plays for Arizona.
Yep.
This is what he had, y'all. He's a receiver for Arizona. 10 passes. 304. Oh, that's a quarterback. It's a wide receiver. Crazy.
10 passes.
Oh, no. He's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. It was 3 different things that happened. I only found 2. So he's a wide receiver, Arizona, 10 catches, 304 yards, 4 touchdowns, plays for Arizona, Big 12. Big performance, deserves to be highlighted. Didn't even pull this man up, but I remember I told you, I said there's 2 things that happened. This one, that's a lot of catches. That's even more yards. That's a lot of touchdowns.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
And also Ashton Genty. I'd be saying Genty. 6 rushing touchdowns, over 250 yards for Boise State. He's been a crazy, crazy talent from the get-go since he got to Boise State. He's been an all-purpose back, whether it's catching, running. Homeboy is the truth, and I would absolutely love to know where he's going to go because he's going to automatically make whatever team better. Maybe then they'll get the running back situation fixed in the NFL. Speaking of NFL, great transition. Pat on the back.
Great transition.
We have the NFL starting Thursday night. Thursday night football, it is starting. We have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens. That is the opening game.
What up, Mo?
Kansas City Chiefs from 2-time champs, seeking his 3rd championship, 3 in a row. Do you think they can do it? And how do they start the season? Who do you have in that first game? And then we'll go to the second game. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there's a surprise later on when we get to talk about other games later, but it'll be a different time. Yes, Kansas City, Baltimore, what you got?
Kansas City, I have Kansas City winning this. Baltimore needs to win it, but man, the storyline gonna be with Lamar Jackson. Even if you do win the opener, that's perfectly fine and dandy. That's all good. But it counts in the playoffs. You need to have a better performance, man. You need to have a better performance in the playoffs. First round, wild card, second round.
They got to the championship last year.
Yeah, they did. I give them that. They got the championship, but they ain't do what need to be done. And they need to do what needs to be done. And y'all need to dethrone. You need to dethrone Patrick Mahomes. And we saying all this. Josh Allen still in that conversation. We don't know how they're gonna look on offense, but we're gonna get to that later. But I believe Kansas City will pull out this game. I think Lamar Jackson will have a good game as well, but I mean, I just can't. I ain't. Patrick Mahomes hasn't given me anything to go against him for. So I got Kansas City winning this one. 34-27.
Oh, you give me scores. I wasn't ready for no scores.
Mm.
I think Baltimore may have lost a lot on defense, but they still are going to be stout. They've only had a couple bad seasons.
Mhm.
I believe that Baltimore is going to win.
Okay.
I believe they have to win. I believe they're going to win. I believe we get to see Gary and Cary, who is not injury prone, who is still putting up big numbers, who we get to see Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley in different uniforms doing the same thing for different teams. I think that means a big deal. I think they should be able to rely more on their running game. Also, Lamar thinned down. He lost some weight. So that just means one thing, he's gonna be able to move a little bit more,
Right.
and then he also be able to run a little bit more, which can't be mad at that. His host of wide receivers and or tight ends, his safety valve, his best friend, Mark Andrews, is gonna be back there. Isaiah Lively, who we found out was a hell of a tight end last year. And then their wide receiving core is very tight. I think Baltimore, this got to be their year. Last year had to be their year too, but if it don't work this year, I think we gotta call it quits.
We gotta call it quits.
I mean, but again, just like with in the NBA with the Warriors, you just happen to be in that era where you got one of the greatest going against it, and that's what it is. Not many have beaten him, and even when they do beat him, they don't win the championship. That's for Joe Burrow.
Yep.
They don't win the championship. Really quick, let me get to these comments.
Right.
They're about to send Florida head coach back to Louisiana.
Yep.
He ain't got to come back.
That dang Lacey Morant.
Morant.
My bad. Morant. I thought Morant. Okay.
I know what he's talking about. I'll show you that. We'll do a little digging on that. Make sure we got a couple. I don't know if it's gonna do it right. Look, let me not risk nothing happening right now. We're just gonna keep it right. Because
hey, Graham look good. Yep, you right. And Southern doesn't deserve conversation here. You are absolutely right.
I didn't give him conversation. I bashed him.
I was about to do something, but I ain't gonna do it.
I bashed him.
It's Graham and black and gold around here.
I bashed him. That's all I'm saying.
FSU.
Damn, it's crazy.
No, I'm just saying. If you know, FSU. Okay, you know. Okay, go ahead.
Losers State University. Also, Friday, the Philadelphia Eagles will be in Brazil playing against the Green Bay Packers. Any expectations? I did not give my score because you threw me for a loop. I was not going to give no score for that one. But
predictable.
The Philadelphia Eagles versus the Green Bay Packers. What say you on that game Friday coming from Brazil?
Ooh, this one might be a good game, man. I can see Philadelphia. I could probably see Philadelphia win this for the one reason they have Saquon Barkley. Green Bay does not have. I forgot they traded their running back. I forgot him. Shockingly, they traded him. But I think Jalen Hurts did improve over the summer. Aaron Jones. I believe he improved over the summer. I believe he might do some big things this first game. But again, you can't forget about Jordan Love. Started slow last season, but ended strong. We all know what happened with him in the playoffs. Man, maybe if he ain't throw the interception or I think they could have possibly beat San Francisco. But who knows? The emergence of Jordan Love is here. I know Bomani, he has said that the Packers has not had a bad quarterback in 30 years. That's outstanding. Man. And in those 30 years, all three quarterbacks combined only have 2 championships. So, but hey, you bet on him. You betting on Jordan Love. I think he here to stay. I think here to stay. But I have Philadelphia winning this game 24-21 in Brazil.
This man with these fake scores that he do not believe. I believe. Why would I not say it? Why would I say if I believe? So who you said again?
Philadelphia 24, Green Bay 21.
24-21. All right. So no faith in the Philadelphia Eagles, huh?
Yeah, that's why I said Philadelphia 24, Green Bay 21.
Oh, I thought you said Green Bay was 24.
No.
So you don't believe in Green Bay? You think it's going to leave something to be desired?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go against the grain. I love Philadelphia. I hope they have a better season, at least a bounce back season. We'll say that. I kind of want to ride with the narrative of Green Bay. I kind of want to go with them. Jordan Love. I think when we did this way back when he got drafted, I was really, really appreciative that they did it because a team did not wait till their quarterback was out the way. I'm talking about the Saints here. A team didn't wait till their quarterback was injured, getting ready to retire before they said, "Oh, wait, we got a problem." They drafted somebody, no matter what they starter, they legendary quarterback thought. They got him in there. He sat behind Aaron Rodgers. He learned. He soaked it up. His first how many games didn't look that good, but technically he was a rookie out there on the field. And in the last 7 games, he shined. And I say to that, if Jordan Love is supposed to be what Aaron Rodgers and or Brett Favre were, and we in for a heck of an experience because that only means great things for Green Bay. No, regardless of a championship, that means they are a hellified season. I'm sorry, a hellified team to go through the gauntlet with for the season. It's between Green Bay and Detroit in the division. But because we don't know what Philadelphia's defense is going to look like, because we can believe in what potentially Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love, and the rest of the offense has, I got to go with Green Bay. I just want to see. I want Philadelphia to win, but I think Green Bay is going to win. I'll flip your score and say 28-24 Green Bay.
Okay.
I'll flip it. So I think Green Bay is gonna do what they need to do. I think their defense is gonna look a little bit better. I don't know what to expect from Philadelphia. You think it might be good, but hey man, they probably ain't the offense.
Oh, right.
Even with it looking whatever, they probably ain't gonna be the offense. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be the defense. Let's see.
And it's Concordia Classic.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I couldn't see it. Concordia Classic. Okay. Look at you coming in with all the facts. Coming in with all the facts. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the point of the show where we get into our segments.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not on the right thing. Go ahead and tell them what the segments are.
All right. The first segment we have is our flag on the play. And pretty much when flag on the play is when we see any athletes or coaches, any players do anything egregious, it's our job as sports enthusiasts to call these people out for the statements that we don't agree with. But with no further ado, my flag on the play. Oh, Lord, let's try it again. There we go. All right. My flag on the play goes to Michael Denver Nuggets forward Michael Porter Jr. about his comments. And I quote, "I would have played this game for free as long as I could eat. I loved it. The money sometimes make it a bit harder to enjoy the game because with the max contract comes a lot of expectations on consistency. Oh, you're supposed to be an all-star." Those were the words that was quoted by Denver Nuggets forward Michael Porter Jr. And Michael Porter Jr., all I have to say to you, I have just some questions. What in the world is wrong with you, man? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Every time somebody says something about, man, you get paid all this money. Gary, if I'm paying you $100 million over the span of 3 years, I respect results. I respect all-star results. I respect all NBA results. I don't care if it's on all NBA first team, second team, third team, all NBA defense. It don't even matter. If I'm paying you all this money, that's what I'm paying you for. Those are my expectations. Those are the expectations you should have for yourself if you get paid all that money. And it's sad that we live in a time where you getting paid all of this money and still complaining about something, still whining about something. And that's why the older generation looks at the new generation as soft. And they don't mind calling y'all soft because they got paid. And I ain't saying it's a jealousy thing or whatever, but they got paid way less than y'all. And the effort was there every single night. Everybody played the same amount of games, 82 games every single season. Nothing changed. Now y'all want to get paid all this money with lesser games, or if you don't play all games, then there's always something going on. It's load management, it's time management. Sir, you get paid millions of dollars, generational wealth. You should expect all the expectations to be on you. That's what you should. That's what you should thrive off of. Instead, you come to the media talking about or wherever you said it at, saying that it's too much expectations. It's like whining, man, whining. I can't believe I couldn't believe it when I saw it and read it. I just couldn't believe it. So with my flag on the play, this goes to none other than Michael Porter Jr. I wish the place that I worked at paid me all that money. You will never hear the word from me again.
That's a lie. You know, black people complain about everything.
I won't complain about nothing. I'll be in there happy every single day. Right now. It is what it is.
I ain't never gonna be happy, dog. I'm playing. Yeah, I was pretty disturbed by them comments.
Well, am I tripping?
I was disturbed by them comments.
I could say a whole lot more, but I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm the delusion, man. It's delusional, whining. Like just imagine if you were working a regular job. That's all I'm saying. Just imagine you working a regular job. Just imagine you working customer service. I wonder how you feel then.
Man, look, I
don't know, bro. Some
know.
people just.
My flag on the play. I'm trying not to laugh right now, but my flag on the play goes to head coach of LSU, Brian Kelly.
Rightfully so.
It goes to him for his post-game press conference, and I'll do a good job of paraphrasing this as only I can. I'm gonna hit your leg, so I don't hit the table because we already had one mishap happen. And we gotta get it together. There's no way we should have been playing together. I'm sorry, man. That's how hard he was hit the table because he made the water jump too, so I'm making the water jump. The flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Brian Kelly because, again, as I said before, that quote was meant for this part of the episode. Attitude reflects leadership. Your players seem to be playing very goofy at times, doing very silly things. And although you or I may not agree with the penalties, it's part of the rules. You can't sit up here, even though, you know, American gun violence is a whole different conversation. You can't do this after you sit up there and score a touchdown. You can't aim a gun at somebody's head and go, bow. You can't. Soon as that flag was enforced, Florida State got the ball. They might as well have been on the 50-yard line.
Might as well.
You can't take your helmet off while you're on the field. If it comes off accidentally, that's fine. But you can't intentionally take your helmet off while you're on the field of play and think a flag won't happen. You can't do a targeting penalty at the end of the game. And the best thing that Brian Kelly had to say is, yes, we played undisciplined. Yes, we did not play complimentary football. And yeah, it ultimately falls back to me. Who else was it going to fall to? Like, that's the thing. Just be like, yo, it's on me, and just leave it alone. Mm-hmm. Of course, the penalties are on you. Of course, everything else is on you. It reflects you. Your team reflects you. You know what anybody can say about Nick Saban? He might be a hard you know. He might be a hard A. But his team, them stupid penalties and stuff, oh, no. You might lose a scholarship with Nick Saban. We can go to basketball, Coach Krzyzewski, Roy Williams. We can go right now, Dan Hurley. You can't do none of that dumb stuff and then think you can get away with it. It just don't work. So this is the third season opener that he's lost. And granted, this is against competition, which is fine. And yeah, maybe your team didn't play at the snuff. Maybe they did. But the penalties take you out the game against great teams. And that's what USC is. At least is a great institution that produces high volume offense. They always do it for you and your team to do these things. Like we were sitting there, and this is the thing I'll say before I go ahead and go. This is why they get the flag on the play. 2019, arguably the greatest football team in college football history, the LSU Tigers. It just things coming out of my mouth right now. But arguably the greatest team in college football history, definitely the greatest in LSU history, won a national championship and did it by just playing their tail off, being better than everybody on the field from game one to game championship. right? That's what they did. Now they became the greatest. This team who don't nobody know out here doing all this crazy stuff like they ain't never seen the field of play in their life. And you basically nullified your quarterback who was sat behind Jaden Daniels. Like you nullified his performance.
And he had a great performance.
And Gus Nussmeier had a great performance. And you nullified that by doing stupid stuff. And then you know what's sad? Once you did the stupid stuff, you never really showed back up afterwards. That's why Brian Kelly gets the flag on the play, because you should have had your team ready and they shouldn't have done this dumb stuff. And it comes back to you. This the third time. You know what they say. Third time's a charm. I said it before. I'll say it again. He shouldn't have been the coach anyway. And maybe I'll get my wish soon, no matter how many wins he gets. Everybody got a ceiling, baby. Unless you want championships, or at least to compete for them.
At least compete for something, man.
All right, man. I'm sorry. I went on my rant too long. I apologize.
Oh, shit. What in the world? Lord bless.
Lord
bless.
Lord.
I'm reading the.
Oh, yeah.
I know Cary said about the LSU not getting the win. Yeah, you all right, mama. What's good, fellas? My bad for being late. It's all good. Black.
Hey, look at that picture. That picture.
Hey, that picture cold, man.
Hey, bro, don't apologize. Nobody ever has apologized for missing and being late. We appreciate y'all as always. And hey, tuning in now. It's always a replay later. Shout out to the replay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead and get to your next thing. Before we do, because I ain't done this so long, right? Let me go ahead and do my favorite thing to do on here. Make sure y'all follow this prompt. If you're new, definitely make sure you follow it. If not, you can see it.
All right. So the next segment that we do have is when life comes at you fast. And pretty much when life comes at you fast is when you're on cloud 9, when you go on that plane or that helicopter and you're on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 13, and you have your parachute on your back and you come off the plane flying and you think that parachute worked and it don't work.
Turn the volume up a little bit.
I appreciate it. All right. So this when life comes at you fast goes to. Nope. All right. Well, this one life comes at you fast goes to starting guard /4 for South Carolina, Ashlyn Watkins. Unfortunately, her time has come to this award show of when life comes at you fast. And the reason she is getting this, Ashlyn Watkins, the reason she's getting this is because she was arrested and charged with first-degree assault, battery, and kidnapping. Now, I don't know who she did it to. I'm not sure why she did it. I don't even know why she did it. But if everything that I read is true about Miss Watkins with the first degree assault, battery, and kidnapping, she may need to be suspended for the remainder of the year.
What sport she play?
Basketball. I apologize. Women's college basketball. She did win a championship this past season with the South Carolina Gamecocks for Don Staley. She is pretty good from what I was looking at. The games that I did tune in to watch it. She got handles. She shooter. She can shoot, do her thing. But if she's doing this right now, then of course in the WNBA it might be a little bit difficult, to move around, doing all of this stuff. And now not only is it bad publicity for you, it's bad publicity for the whole South Carolina Gamecocks. And like I said, man, it makes no difference to me. She shouldn't have did it to begin with. But hey, it happened. Hopefully she can learn from it. Maybe she may need to take a little mental vacation, do some therapy. But yeah, man, it's that's her. Yeah, man, she need to get it together, man, because that was unacceptable.
I just want to say I think she got them paws.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she got. I'm pretty sure she had them paws.
I think she got the paws. So
I'm pretty sure she do have the paws, but have them paws and do it in the boxing ring, man. Do it somewhere outside of where you did it at, man. It just don't make no sense. If you're gonna do it, do it in a sports arena. You know what I'm saying? An organized sports arena.
Yeah,
I just want to make that clear. Again, allegedly, if everything that is said that I read is true, then she at least gets suspended for half of the season, or gets suspended for the whole year because it, like I said, unacceptable.
She is also scheduled to appear in court on October 25th.
Yes, sir.
So that'll be right before it's what's the name for the season start, right? The classics and stuff like that before. Yeah.
So
wow.
Yeah, man. That was a wild story to read.
I only got a few of the details of her foolishness. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot.
Homie made CNN too. I know a lot of people. I know this sound, but that's the first thing when I pulled it up. CNN was one of the first two things I saw. Dang.
Hey, everybody get it, man, male or female, man. Hate to see it though, but that's when literally when life comes too fast. Won a championship, now you might not even be playing, especially when the season starts. And even if she is get reinstated to play with Don Staley might not even play her. She is a discipline of a coach. So hey, it is what it is, man.
This is very true. Very, very true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how come you ain't tell me I ain't do the things? The little things on the side. The pictures.
Oh,
you be making me miss my job, man. You gotta help me out. I be forgetting. It's a lot of things I be doing over here. But I ain't no sense putting it up now. All right. Fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We have before we get to everybody's favorite segment, we have music pick. I'm sorry. We have the money shot. The money shot is something that I want you to remember, something that you cannot forget. And when you hear this, make sure you come back and listen to this here money segment. Without further ado, the money count. I gotta get some fake Monopoly money one day. Now it's gonna be some real money while y'all playing.
Yeah. While y'all playing.
All right, this here money shot goes to Clemson's head coach Dabo Swinney. As y'all can see, I'm laughing about a lot of crazy things, dumb things that people do or say. Dabo Swinney is simply this. Sounds like he's a dinosaur and he's behind the times. Dabo Swinney said he doesn't like the transfer portal. Says he doesn't want to use the transfer portal. Well, Dabo Swinney, you look like you needed the transfer portal on Saturday. Georgia may have looked suspect, but y'all look like y'all got caught. It was terrible what we saw. Y'all look like y'all couldn't get out of first gear. Hell, y'all look like y'all didn't know how to reverse the car. And y'all look like y'all stayed in neutral the whole game. Yes, your defensive line looked decent. Yeah, y'all had a couple good stops on with the secondary or whatever. But when I look at the offense looked stale. Mm-hmm. It looked very vanilla. Mm-hmm. Like the ice cream. Mm-hmm. And much like the ice cream, it might have went down easy, but I got a brain freeze at the end of the day. I got a brain freeze because I was confused on why you actually said you didn't need to transfer portal when you were on life support these last two seasons. You and maybe Florida State were the only two good teams as of the last, we'll say, 3 or 4 seasons. The rest of the ACC was in kind of disarray. North Carolina, Duke developed football programs. Not sure what they'll look like now. But your strength of schedule was bad because your conference was bad. And yet, when you went up against bigger competition, the least thing that you had was the confidence to be like, hey, I got to beat these other big schools. Well, now that every school, not just big, is competing in the transfer portal, you say you don't want to participate? Well, your team looked very terrible for your lack of participation in the transfer portal. Yeah, you might be loyal to the guys that get there, but at the end of the day, your loyalty will be rewarded with a pink slip.
Yeah.
Dabo Swinney, that's the money shot for you, baby. Got to do better. Got to be more careful.
Sir.
Just keep comments to yourself, man. Keep them inside. Everything ain't got to come out.
It don't, man. Sometimes you just got to keep it to yourself and think to yourself, does this actually make sense? Because if it do, all right, cool. But if it don't, just need to kind of zip it up, man.
It just can't make sense. It just can't make sense.
It can't make sense, man.
All right, well, without further ado, we have our music pick section of the episode. This is everybody's favorite segment, or at least that's what I'm saying it is, because, I'm assuming it is. We want to thank y'all before we get started. Thank you in advance for selecting your music selection. What we do here is we love music. We love knowing what you guys listen to. Love sharing our picks. We love giving you something old, something borrowed, something blue, something new. We love to give you something to step to. And when you might hear or listen to these songs, no matter whether you picked them or we picked them, just think about us. Just little old us.
Just a little old us, man.
And share it with somebody. Replay it again if you want to. Make sure you liked it if you got to.
Facts.
But whatever you do, just know you heard it here first.
At GNC Sport Talk.
All right, well, without further ado, we have quite a few picks here, so thank y'all once again.
Appreciate it.
First on the slate, we have from G.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Hey, I saw an interview. I forgot to send it to you, and of course, the guy that played it. So he was watching that famous scene where Otis is getting ready to kick him out the band.
Yeah,
and
he started saying,
"No. The favorite scene that everybody can quote is, "Ain't nobody coming here to listen to you, Otis." I'm had to play it because I saved it. I forgot to send it to you, but he said he don't like rerunning his lines.
Yeah.
And usually whatever he do is one take.
Oh yeah.
And he said, he's like he didn't think that it would catch that much fire, but then he didn't know that fans were going back to him saying those words. The real Otis.
The real. Oh shit.
Oh, appreciate that, G.
Great story.
Body and Soul.
Body and Soul by Anita Baker. Okay.
They were playing My Baby when we was up at the brunch.
Yeah, they did.
They were playing My Baby, you know what I'm saying? Not now because she kicked people out of concerts. I think she lost it. But back then, that was My Baby. I got an album here.
True Jim.
I got an album.
Don't show it to him.
Not yet. We got to do something else with that. Scandalous
by Prince.
Look at you bringing out two of my favorites. Look at you, Chelsea.
All right, man. 3 for 3. Okay.
Funny How Time Flies.
By Josh Bracey. Slow version.
Oh, the slow version to make a difference.
All right, Sean.
I see you. That one, I'm going to have to make sure I listen to.
Me too.
Last Time by FPJ.
Well, I don't know who they are, but I'm assuming since you put them on here, they pretty good. They pretty good.
Rain by the Teskey Brothers. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Teskey Brothers.
All right. I know that one. I know that one.
Well, I don't.
Don't Disturb This Groove by The System. I picked that one before Tanya too. So
great. 2 thumbs up for that one.
I got an album for that one too. I'm a little
Baker Man by Dewey.
We here.
All right, man.
We here. I know about that one too.
Okay.
I know about that one too. Thank y'all.
Yeah, appreciate y'all for the picks.
Thank y'all for the picks. This is wonderful.
Yeah, man. Y'all had some good throwbacks for sure.
This is wonderful.
A couple of new ones, a couple of old ones, some throwbacks, a couple of them I ain't never heard of before. But hey, this is what we here for, man.
Yeah.
I'm here for. I need to check them out.
All right. Well, without further ado, you want to go first?
Yeah, man. So my first 2 picks are throwbacks. The first one, Birdman and Lil Wayne, like father and son. And the second one kind of caught me by surprise, man. Mac Homie featuring O3 Greedo and K Tronada, Rich Ass Haitian. Hey, if you ain't checked it out, go check it out. Who would have known?
First of all, I'm not about to let you get away with this. O3 Greedo, one of your favorite people. How it caught you by surprise?
Mac Homie.
Oh,
yeah, that him and O3 Greedo and K Tronada with that sound. I ain't think that collab. When I saw it, when we came back on Saturday, when I listened to it, I was like, this is pretty good. And I was like, I never saw this coming, especially with Mac Homie. I
think you're saying it right.
Yeah, Mac Homie. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, that, again, Birdman and Lil Wayne, like father and son, and Mac Homie featuring O3 Greedo and K Tronada. So, yeah, go Rich Ass Haitian, go check that out.
And don't listen to me with the kind of pronunciation. I ain't good at all. Okay. Mine too. So I've been watching a documentary. I only watch it at work, so I got something to listen to in my headphones other than music. But yes, this is from that. It's from Jimmy Iovine. He's like producer with Dre, whole 9 yards when they do Interscope and his app. Anyway, Jimmy Iovine was heavy on this project. So it's Patty Smith, Because the Night. I'm shocked. I'm still exploring that side.
Okay.
But Jimmy worked with some people, boy. Jimmy worked with some people. But yes, Patty Smith, Because the Night, and I Am Sue featuring Skipper, oldie but newbie, I believe, to me at least. Popular Demand.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, that's an oldie but newbie. Patty Smith, Because the Night. I ain't led y'all wrong when I go to the side now. And then I Am Sue featuring Skipper, Popular Demand. Had that one in the vault for a while.
Okay.
I think it just popped up on my earlier today.
Man, they heard I Am Suing so long. So
I think he's still making music.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is, but I need to get back on there. I need to get back on that train for sure.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the conclusion of this here episode. Want to go ahead and spoil a couple things for you. It's not spoilers to us, but it is to y'all. We are going to do our best to bring episodes before some games happen. Mainly, we'll try to make sure it's a couple of games. So that Thursday night football ain't happening on that one. You might catch it while it's out, but it ain't gonna be before that one. But we are going to try to get, at least for the NFL, I guess we can shoot for college football if we want to. But we're gonna have maybe like a piece of episode be about some of the games, maybe some picks, maybe some things that you might need to know. And then also some burning questions that we may have come up with. You came up with a couple, we talked about it.
Yeah, man.
And then just some things that we kind of have from this episode. So we are in works on getting that out and coming. So we'll be here another time of the week.
Yes, sir.
Hope y'all join us soon. So we finally making that come to fruition. Had to make it a little bit easier so we don't sit up here and burn ourselves out.
And also before we head out, I got to give a big shout out to Angel Reese for becoming the WNBA's all-time, I guess, single season record. Yeah, go up real quick.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know you had it on.
Yeah, Angel Reese sets WNBA record for most rebounds in a single season, bypassing Sylvia Fowles. Both LSU players as well. So big shout out to Angel Reese.
Right there, though.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
One didn't start
exactly.
Huh?
Yeah.
You heard me.
Yeah, both LSU. Rookie of the year race still up in arms. So hey, we'll see in the chat. Let us know who y'all think Rookie of the Year is or who y'all think Rookie of the Year should be in the WNBA. But hey, again, we just want to say thank y'all for tuning in again. Thank y'all for showing us love.
One thing.
Yes, sir.
September 19th, WNBA playoffs start. Well, not start, but the WNBA season ends and the playoffs will be getting ready to start.
Okay.
I had to pull it up, but there we go. Hold on. There we go. Okay. There it is.
Yep, September 19th.
Yes.
Okay.
So September 19th, the WNBA season ends. September 22nd, the WNBA playoffs start. That's in the thick of football, college, and professional. So we still got WNBA that we're looking to support. I know some of y'all are tuning in for that. It's been exciting. It's been a fun season. I know we dipped off of our coverage a little bit, but we are getting back on it.
You're gonna get back on it.
It's been pretty good though. For what we have seen, it has been pretty good. It's only gotten better, and the product is going up. It's going up. But yes, without further ado, we bid you adieu. So if you are a repeat offender, as always, we thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as only y'all can.
Facts.
If you are a new viewer, there you go. If you are a new viewer, once again, like they do in black churches, we want to extend our hand and have you come to the front and make sure that you come back next week. We're here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yes, sir.
And above all else, we love y'all.
Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
We love y'all. Go for your dreams. Never stop following them, because that's what we doing. We following ours to the ends of the earth. Sure. And then some, because somebody going to be crazy enough to pay us to do this on a regular basis.
Boy.
Anyway.
And when we do, we ain't going to complain.
So I had to throw the last shot then, huh?
I had to throw that shot at the boy for that. But anyway, hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We love y'all. Thank y'all. Stay blessed up, prayed up. You know the rest.
All right, well, you got to get about here.
All right, so, again, this is GNC Sports Talk. What we doing for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
Number one Sports Podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Y'all take it easy. Love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we out of here.
Peace.